Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to this pick a pile reading. This one is all about what areas of life the universe and your spirit guides are urging you to focus on. We will also take a look at some practical steps that you can take to ensure that you are following your path of least resistance. So, we're going to go through each crystal for the piles, but if you prefer to choose your pile clairaudiently, then we will also be doing a sound selection after we review the crystals. So let's get started with pile number one. Pile number two. And pile number three. Now let's get into the sound selection. All right. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video here, or you are welcome to look back through the crystal or these sound selections. But we're going to get started with pile number one. All three readings are timestamped in the description. So if you chose pile two or three, you can go ahead and skip to your reading now, and I will see you there. Hello, group number one. Welcome to your reading. We're going to look at what areas of your life your spirit guides and the universe are urging you to pay attention to really focus on and move towards. So let's start out with your fortune. Perseverance. You may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Okay. So you've been at this for a while. You've been this thing that you are being called to focus on is not new territory for you. It's something that you are familiar with and that you I'm feeling are a little bit burnt out in, but I feel like there's some kind of refreshment that's going to happen, some kind of new energy that's going to be introduced where you can really start to move towards it in a new way. So let's start with your oracle. Wow. Okay. So it's your career. It's something that is surrounding your career at least. But whatever the case, it is something that is going to bring you a lot of work in life. This is something that isn't just a job to you. It's your livelihood. It's deeper than that. It's your life purpose is what I'm hearing. And you feel very much like the kind of energy that or the kind of person that likes to keep things in your sphere of perfectionism, and that is such a great quality, especially if this is an entrepreneurial kind of situation. But it's also important for you to stay flexible and for you to evolve. So maybe you are feeling a little bit stuck and boxed into this kind of vision that you've created for yourself. And so the universe is saying, pay attention over here. Pay attention to the things outside of the box, outside of your comfort zone, because those are what's going to give you a refreshment, give you these things to look forward to. There are wonderful changes ahead. And I feel like when you shift your perception or the way that you are going about doing things in your career, then those changes will really start to flood in. So let's take another look at a different oracle. The Diamond Dreamer, material wealth and true prosperity. And it's so funny. This is an amethyst. And while it is, albeit a very light amethyst, this is an amethyst as well. So I feel like that's a little synchronicity, a confirmation for you to take note of. But this is so good and such a good omen, especially alongside the career card, because this feels like things are going to start coming in. Maybe what you are feeling is that you're doing everything for nothing. Like there's not a lot of recognition for what you have going into this career moment, and because of that, you're feeling burnt out. You're feeling like, what is the point? And the universe is saying, just you wait. Things are about to flood in, things are about to really start picking up for you. You may receive more sales if you are selling something physically. You may receive more notice about what your product is or what you have to offer. And it's going to bring you a certain level of reward that maybe you're not all the way used to. Maybe this will catch you off guard, and these changes up ahead are really about you finding a new love for this path that you've already been walking down for so long, that you've persevered through the hard times to get to these really beautiful moments that you can celebrate. So then we have friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Wow. Okay, so there are a certain group of people in your life. There is a certain group of people, and they are going to be the ones you really want to rely on at this time. I feel like maybe I'm getting the sense that you could be hiring people, or that there will just be opportunity for people to support you. Some of that will be, adding workers, because the amount of prosperity that I feel that's coming for you is huge. And maybe you can't do it all alone, and that's totally okay. You need the support. So don't be afraid to ask for help. But if it's not workers that you are hiring for your business, then there are people that are really seeking to support you and hold the space for you while you explore your dreams, while you really go for what you want, and while you trust yourself and lean into the decisions that you're making surrounding your career, because this has been a steep climb. This has been effort. There has been a lot of ups and downs, and trying and trial and error. And so it's like now you have attracted the right people, and that took a lot of energetic work, even if it didn't feel like it because you were so focused on other things. But the right people are here to stay, and they want the best for you. And moving forward, you're really going to feel that. You're going to see that reflected in front of you in your life and in your career. So let's get into some tarot. What are some practical steps that you can take? Okay, that flipped over on accident, but I don't think it was an accident. So we have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Death card. Okay, so this is very clear to me. This is saying that even though you have had to really work through a lot to get here, to get to this moment of I want to say recognition, but it feels a little bit deeper than that. Like this is like a resting point, like a moment where you can not only receive what you want, but you can relax in it. You can enjoy the fruits of your labor. And there will be a pause in your journey where you can really take account and look around and be like, oh my God, I did that. I made this happen. I went for what I wanted and I did it. And because of that, other people are recognizing how far you've come. You're finally getting the recognition that you deserve in your journey. And with that being said, know that your journey isn't over. There's still more to come. There's still more to do. Yes, it may require some hard work in the future, but it feels like you are willing and ready to go back out there. But just make sure that you do take a pause, because with the 10 of Wands, it feels like you may be overwhelmed. You may be feeling like, with this new level of prosperity, I have to supply more. I have to bring more to the table and make more effort and really keep that going and increasing. But the universe is saying, slow down. You made this possible through your energy. You made this possible through a combination of your energy and your work. So not all of it needs to be do hard work and really the grind of it all. It feels like there are some things that you can let go. There are some things that you can sacrifice in order to see things more clearly, to shift your perspective, to allow these changes up ahead to really come through. And also I'm hearing that when you set back out after a resting period where you really get to revel in what you've made for yourself, it feels like these changes, that's when they're going to come. That things are going to look and feel different moving forward, because you've had this prosperous, abundant experience where material wealth did start to flood in. And also 6 and 6, so that's another confirmation for you. And then moving in, we have the Death card. So it feels very much like, with what I was saying about you not doing things the same, things are going to look differently. They're going to feel differently. You may have a logo change or a complete career change, to be for on the more dramatic side. But it does feel like no matter what, this change is benefiting you. Death is always a thing to look forward to. It's an upgrade. It's something that only happens when we need a blank slate, when we need a new. And so it could be as simple as you've been doing and running your business one way, and now you really have taken the time to take the pause, unload what no longer serves you, and so now you're heading in a new direction. You are letting what didn't serve you die so that new things and new prosperity can come in, and people will support you through this transition. There may be some difficulty where this death card speaks of, that it's like something that you really wanted didn't work out or didn't pan out, but even with that being said, it's a positive thing. It's feels like preventative action from the universe, and they're saying, you know what, that wasn't going to work out the way that you really thought it was, and we have something better for you. And it's really cool. I want to point out another synchronicity for you. You must be getting a lot of synchronicities and a lot of signs right now, because I feel like this reading is super about that. So, in the death card in this deck, we have these two towers back here. And this is, it feels like you've been through this moment and you head towards the sun. You head towards that moment of fulfillment, of something new. And with the bottom of the deck, we have the moon and we have these two towers. So it feels like, and the moon is all about mystery. So whatever you are heading towards next, whatever you decide to let go during this pause moment, when you move forward, the changes are something that you really can't fathom until you get there, until you're looking it in the face and you're saying, "Okay, this is it. This is what this, reader on YouTube was talking about. This is what my intuition was leading me towards. This is what all of these signs from the universe have been leading me to." And it's going to be, I feel, so much better than you could possibly fathom at this stage of your business. It's like there's something completely new that you haven't thought of yet. And because of that, it's going to feel invigorating. It's going to feel exciting. It'll feel like this new opportunity for you to really have fun in your career anymore. It won't be so much about persevering, it'll be more about thriving. You're going from surviving to thriving. So let's see if the universe has any more steps you can take. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. So allowing yourself to feel what's coming up. Um, it's important as a business owner, and especially if this is an entrepreneurial thing, um, that you really take the time to feel your emotions, because that reflects down through your business what you are feeling. And if you're holding on to things, I mean, energy shows. And when you allow yourself to clear space in your life, you're really allowing more abundance. You're allowing more people into finding your product or what you have to offer in this world. And we have the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So it's also feeling like you have the ability. And I wonder if your career is simply about emotional work, about therapy. Maybe you are a reader yourself, but it feels like when you take the time to feel your emotions and clear stuck things and not overthink them, then you have the ability to really lead with your intellect. It becomes less about having to analyze things and more about um, really exploring and being in that more creative side of your thought process. So it feels like overall, the universe is saying that good things are coming. The prosperity that you've been dreaming of when it comes to your career is coming. And it feels like you've been here for a long time doing a lot of hard work, and it's going to pay off. You just have to take a break, take a little bit of a moment to yourself to enjoy what you've created. And don't forget to let go of anything before you continue on, before you move forward towards this mysterious moment that's going to unfold for you. But you have the power to choose in your life, to really decide, make executive decisions, is what I'm hearing. And because of that, you're attracting the right people, the right clients, the right friends, and the right employees. Even if you're not employing people, it just feels very much like you are heavily influential, and that deserves to be honored and seen by a lot of people. And if you're ever feeling blocked in that, like you're not that way, like an imposter syndrome, take account of what you're feeling, because that's stemming from something. And once you kind of narrow in on what that is, you'll be able to move forward with a lot more confidence. So good luck, because I feel like this is such a wonderful opportunity for you career wise, and the universe is backing you up on it. It's saying, we've got your back. We know where you're going, even if you don't, but there's a lot of really good things up ahead. So expect the best. Expect your blessings to be delivered because you deserve them. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what areas of your life the universe and your spirit guides are urging you to look at, to pay attention to. So, first, starting out with your fortune, we have society. Say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interest for singles will be the result. Okay. So, I just got like a vision of Jim Carrey doing the yes man stuff. Like it's like say yes to everything that's coming towards you because there's a lot more opportunities than maybe you have previously really taken account of, that you really noticed. And that's because maybe you are shutting yourself off to a few things that the universe is handing out to you. Even if it doesn't look like the best opportunity, I feel like it will evolve and grow because you're being involved into the equation. You and your energy have a lot to offer in relation to how something grows. So let's start off with an oracle. Okay, we have travel. So you may be moving, you may be going on trips. That's more what I'm feeling for this, is that this isn't about relocating your home, it's about experiencing new people, new places and things. And it feels almost international, like you may be looking to experience different countries and different cultures. So say yes to little opportunities here and there because I feel like they will lead you to those big trips that you are looking to take. So we have the map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. I think that's funny. It's the map maker. So it feels like you are here to, in this period of your life, to really focus on where you want to go. Where do you want to be in the next 3, 5 years? And don't force yourself into a box of what that's going to look like because it will evolve the closer that you get to those goals. Things change and we are human and we're supposed to activate our free will and choose in the moment what feels best for us. But it feels kind of like the universe is nudging you to look to the future and be like, think bigger, have bigger aspirations because you can achieve them. You can travel the world. You can um, really expand more than maybe you are allowing at this time. So then we have wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Okay, so we are going to look at the practical steps that you should take with tarot, but this is really a nice reminder from your guides that you do manifest what you wish. And no, it isn't like a set in stone thing. Manifestation is a process of vibration. It's of attraction. And so it really takes some time and there things can get lost in translation or they can evolve the more that you gain clarity on what you want. So use your wishes to really create what you want for yourself. Think bigger, um think grander is what I'm hearing. It feel like you are kind of boxing yourself in a little bit or shrinking yourself is what I'm hearing. And there's really no need to do that. It's you are allowed to hope. You're allowed to dream. And maybe something has happened in your life that makes you feel like that's not an option for you anymore, but that's just not the case. And take your time to get out of that. Don't rush anything. It's okay if you do feel doubtful, but the universe is just reminding you that you have the ability to manifest your heart's desire. You have the ability. And yes, it is about vibration. Yes, there are things that you can do energetically to align with what you want for yourself, but there's also practical steps that you can take. So, if you've been told in the past, law of attraction, this vibration, law of vibration, that, and like that you were so hung up on manifesting through just vibration, that's totally okay. That has happened to a lot of people in this world. And there is a reminder there that we are human. and we live on the physical plane. And so, of course, we have to take physical action towards the things that we want. But when we align our physical actions with our vibrational desires, that's when the manifestation really starts to come through effortlessly, I want to say, even though sometimes it does feel like it takes some effort. But whatever the case, it feels very much like the universe is saying, we want you to have what you want, and it's like your guide's saying, I don't want you to think that you don't deserve it, because you do, but you have to take steps, you have to say yes, you have to move in the direction of what you want. So, okay, let's see what these practical steps are. Okay, we have the 2 of Wands, and the way that he is holding the world in his hands, it's like you're deciding where you want to go. That feeling of international travel is very much present again, where it's like you see where you wanna go, you're deciding, you're choosing, and the world is limitless. Your ideas are limitless, and the way that you want to rule your own life, the way that you want to align with the things that you desire is going to look different than it did to your parents, than it did to your peers. And that is a beautiful thing. That's what co-creation is all about, is having differences. Okay. That's a giant chunk. Let's not take that. So we have strength. Okay. So moving with a sense of integrity, with a sense of a gentle power, with courage is what I'm hearing, because it takes a lot of courage to reach your hand in the lion's mouth. It takes a lot of trust for you to have this kind of relationship with something that is so fierce. And maybe your desires feel that way to you. And it's almost like you had to be the lion tamer in the most humane way possible. But it feels like you've really, or you will be taking the time, this what I just heard this week. I don't It's probably going to take longer than that, but it feels like this week specifically, from the time that you're seeing this reading, is really going to be about focusing in on taming uh, your belief system, taming, and not in the way that you are limiting it, but like aligning with the power that comes with manifestation, if that makes sense. I feel like it's like what is the word? There is a certain level of respect that you will develop for yourself and the way that you create in life when you acknowledge what it's like to manifest, what it's like to create something in your life, because it's not just think it and it will appear. It's think it, soothe it, um, embrace it, feel it, create it, walk towards it, take steps, and then you really start to see it. It's this whole process. And when you respect that process, when you respect your personal process in creation, because manifestation is such a personal experience, then you will start to feel like, okay, yes, I can travel the world. I can make my own destiny. I can exercise free will and follow my path of least resistance. So let's see what other steps are coming through. Again, your personal power is coming to play. It's like you have the tools that you need to set yourself free, to really relax and trust your path. And the only thing that you need to do is simply let it happen, is just to be and align with your truest strength, whatever that looks like, because inner power and strength looks so different to a lot of people. It just depends on what makes you feel the best. And I also want to point out we have two twos. So 2 2 or 1 1 1 1 or 11 11 is a confirmation for you moving forward. So another thing is that it kind of feels like she's kind of relaxed, like like, you've been in your comfort zone for a long time, and so it's really nerve-wracking to tame something so big, to tackle a big desire that you're having. It's like, well, what if it doesn't happen? I'd rather just kinda sit here and daydream about it and stay kind of blind to what opportunities I have, because what if I do get hurt? What if it does hurt more than it's worth it? And the universe is saying, like, yeah, that is a possibility. That's a thing of human life, and potentially that's happened to you in the past, but this doesn't feel like that. This feels like a really big opportunity for you to start embracing the things that you want and going after them. And with that, the 3 of Pentacles is all about starting a new thing. This is the Apprentice card. So it's like you are studying something. You're looking to raise your awareness in something and learn more about it, and in the process, you are attracting other people. You are attracting, and this also feels kind of like an like, or like a manifestation that's being attracted to you. Like, you see the things that you want and you start working towards them after you've set yourself free, and then it's like, oh, okay, the universe is also gonna add this. It's also gonna add this. And, oh, look, this person's gonna help you with this. And this way is the way you wanna go. And it's like things will start unfolding for you as you start putting in the work, as you start learning and evolving and shaping what you want for yourself. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. So make sure that you are feeling your doubts. I know that that's really heavy, and it can bring up a period of shadow work before you really start to embrace all of the good feeling things about this. But it's so important that you do that, that you recognize the things that you've sacrificed, the things that you haven't taken taken a hold of in life, and let them be. Let that exist for a while and acknowledge that, because if you ignore those things, it's going to be difficult for you to move forward without those fears coming up again, without those things saying, "Hey, I'm still here. I don't think you can do this." And but if you are willing to feel your emotions, to really acknowledge the things that haven't worked out for you in the past, then you have more groundwork to really move forward with confidence, because you're like, yes, those things didn't work out, but I've made my peace. I have found closure with those things. And now I'm saying yes to all these beautiful opportunities, and it's working for me. And I don't have to worry about what's not going to work out. I just have to focus on doing my best, of doing what I can to continuously free myself from any limiting beliefs or things that are coming up for me. I just have to focus on what's next, because I laid the foundation for this journey, for this opportunity to say yes to my desires and choose myself, to choose my dreams over my fears. So, wow. Okay. Overall, the universe is saying, focus on your dreams, focus on what you desire. But in the process of that, allow yourself to feel the fears that come up. Allow yourself to acknowledge what kind of, maybe shame, maybe guilt, maybe deep fear, maybe anxiety, and all of the things, any of the things. Let yourself feel it, so that when you do dream, you're not coming from that place. You're not coming from a repressed emotional space, and you're creating from a place of joy. But this is an omen that you do have what it takes. You do have what what your life requires, and what co-creative energy requires from you to bring yourself where you want to go. as long as you are acknowledging what you want for yourself and being and staying true to that, there's not really a lot you have to fear besides like day-to-day human life stuff. It's like you have the strength and the power to see what you want and make it happen for yourself, and that will take you so many places in life. I love this energy for you. I think that you're going to do a lot of really beautiful things and experience a lot of really beautiful things as well. And I wish you all the best. Blessed be. Hello, group number three. Welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at what the universe and your spirit guides are lining up for you so that you can focus on them. So, starting out with your fortune, we have sunshine. The sun is shining on you, career and business growth, fabulous communication in relationships. This is a really good omen. And I love that you felt drawn to the honeycomb calcite, this orange crystal, and your first message is sunshine. It's like there's warm, loving energy surrounding you at this time, and it feels like you can just reach out and pick it. It's yours for the taking. So let's start with your first oracle. We have talent. Okay, so your guides are saying focus on your talents. There's something that you are really gifted in, really blessed with, and it feels like something that you have been really good at since you were a child. This is something that you maybe have drifted away in waves throughout your life, but you're kind of coming back or being urged to come back. And that is because this will serve you not just creatively, but I'm almost feeling like you could put this into a career, and maybe you've tried that before and it didn't really pan out. So we're going to look at some other things that you can do for that, but it feels very much like this is something that is going to help you create in life. It's going to help you manifest your desires more thoroughly because you're embracing what feels the best in your body, and that's something that you used to really thrive in, you used to really acknowledge, and maybe you just kind of forgot how to do that, and you forgot how to really tap into that energy. And I want to point out that she's kind of reaching out, like I was saying, like she's just, yep, that's mine, thank you, that wish is mine, wish granted, and you're just taking a hold of it. So we have the eyes of beauty, positive expectations, and clarity. Wow. Okay. So it feels like whatever this talent is that you are really good at, it's like you have a vision that nobody else has. I'm just going to say it. Like my microphone died, but as I was saying, the things that you perceive in this world, that's what makes you different. And that's where you are talented. That's where you get to exercise this free will that you have and create clarity for other people. It feels like you have the answers almost, is what I'm hearing. And I wonder, I want to say maybe you are a little bit psychic. I don't know if all of you are, but it does feel like a group of you do have a gift for bringing people the answers that they seek. And because of that, you have maybe a lot of weight on your shoulders. Maybe if you haven't really known how to navigate that space within your mind before, then it could feel very overwhelming. But now you're embarking upon this point in your life where you are in more control. She feels fierce. She feels like she sees what she wants and she's heading towards it. And it doesn't feel like she is willing to kind of mess around about this. Like you know your worth, you know you're talented, and you just want the best for yourself at this point. So let's move forward. We have inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Okay. This feels really like the universe is saying, don't get too serious about this. Don't get too hung up. Keep that fierceness and keep that level of determination while simultaneously allowing flexibility, allowing flow, allowing yourself to experience a little bit of not mistakes, but messing up. It's okay for you to fall down a little bit and to reach out for something and it not be there. It's okay for you to have those experiences because it's teaching yourself and it's teaching your inner child that you will not give up on them. You will not give up on the vision and the things that you feel the best doing. And again, with what I was saying is like you've been talented with this since you were little. This is something that has been in your life for your whole life is what it's feeling like, and it's the universe is saying at this time that it's time to revisit. It's time to heal any wounds that are coming up for you because you deserve to share this gift and the world deserves to see it. I feel like the world will benefit tremendously from the things that you have to offer through your gifts and through your personal blessings. So let's see what practical steps you can take moving forward into this. So we have the King of Swords. So taking responsibility for your actions, taking responsibility for your thoughts, and how you move forward. If you have an idea, follow it. If you need a leader, be that leader for yourself. Really choose to lean into your path without hesitation because the King of Swords, he doesn't hesitate. He knows what is best for him and he knows what is best for his kingdom. He knows what's best for his inner child. So let's see some more. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so channeling both masculine and feminine energy when it comes to your thoughts. So she's all about nurturing her thoughts, and he's all about taking responsibility for them. So when fears come up, make sure you acknowledge them because it's your inner child being like, hey, I remember when we gave up on this, or I remember when I was told I wasn't good enough for this, or I remember this, or and it's this opportunity for you to look within and then make progress from there to really, and with the Empress on the bottom of the deck, it's like you get to nurture some experiences that really felt heavy, that felt like they weren't going to go anywhere. It felt like you were giving up on life. And now you have this opportunity to nurture that back into your reality that you, oh wow, you have the star coming out. I'm going to censor it though. The star underneath the Empress. It's like, this is from your creation. You are such a talented, blessed, creative being. And when you choose to come from a place of healing and recognize your vision and its importance, then yeah, the sun does shine on you. It shines on everything you do because you are creating from a place of wholeness. And from there, your wishes do come true. This card is all about healing, it's all about your wishes finalizing. It's like the universe is saying, check, that's yours. Check, this is also yours, and you've deserved it this whole time. It's just a matter of you allowing it. And again, with the star, it's like you're reaching out and finally taking a hold of what is divinely yours. This feels like soul karma, like the reason you have been really talented at this from a young age, because this isn't your first time. This is not something that this isn't your first time doing it, and you can rely on your intuitive gifts when it comes to this because they're going to bring you very far. And then we have the 8 of swords, so it feels like, again, with that coming out of a trauma, it's like there was an experience where you had to take care of yourself in the best way that you knew how, and now you know differently, and it's just a matter of taking those tools and applying them, and applying what you know will work in your heart, and watching it work, watching your efforts work for you. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician, so it's like the universe is saying, once you realize your vision, once you realize how important your part in co-creation is, it's so important. And once you lean into that and choose to seize the moment, to seize your opportunities, you will start to align with better feeling things. Things aren't going to feel so like drastic. It feels like you are coming from this really toxic environment where you had to believe that you weren't enough. You had to accept some kind of level of what is the word? Difficulty, to put it at the very least. You had to accept some kind of nasty situation so that you could protect your energy, so that you could hold on and just get through that situation. But now you're out and you have all of these opportunities and these tools at your feet. And it's like the universe is saying, we're ready when you are. You have everything that you need, and it's just a matter of taking responsibility for it and choosing to head towards it. The Queen and the King of Swords are both very decisive. Again, they know what's best. They know how to move forward and to grab a hold of what's theirs, what is owed to them. And the Empress is just the perfect match to your inner child card because she is the mother. She is that energy of feminine alignment, of flow in life. And when you allow that, when you get to a place where you can allow that in life, it's going to really, is what I'm hearing, is open the floodgates to your manifestations. Like, there have been so many blocks up until this point that you may be surprised by how much you have created for yourself in the vibrational realm, because it's going to start popping through and really showing up for you. And it is like that moment where you can just pick and choose what you want to take. You don't have to take everything because some of it won't align with you anymore. You'll be in such a different vibrational space, but it's important that you know that you created it. You brought it to you, and you have the opportunity to take whatever you want, to really lean into whatever wishes that you created for yourself. So, wow, a lot of inner child healing, a lot of healing in general. Butterflies may be a symbol for you, but it feels like this is such a beautiful space to start from because there's so much that you can achieve from here. There's so much that you can obtain in your life, and nothing's over. Nothing is set in stone. You can evolve and you can shift and change your perspective and change your belief system to match where you want to go in life. So don't be afraid to change. You don't have to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. You're allowed to evolve and lean into your blessings because you are blessed. Please take the time to really feel that in your heart because I feel it so strongly, and I don't even know you. It feels like you are so talented beyond your years. It feels like because of what you went through, you chose to take the lesson of of experience. You chose to take the lesson of maturity. And because of that, you have something to offer that nobody else does. And that is powerful. That is amazing. So, wow. I think that you're going to do amazing things. You're going to achieve amazing things. And I think that you will align perfectly with your truest vision of what beauty and alignment feels like. So I wish you all the best in your endeavors. I know that you're going to do great things. Blessed be.